Hey, I'm Virginia DeVegas, and you're tuned into Ones to Watch, Northside Sessions.
So, well, some say you can get hurt, but you don't know. Well, that's when you and I hurt each other the most. We bring the worst out of each other, and I'm so tired, waiting for destruction. Ooh, every hour makes it harder. We can't take this any farther. And I'm so tired, waiting for destruction. Yesterday, ended it yesterday, so we could stay friends till today. Now we fucked up real great, and I don't wanna do this no more. Usually I never slam doors. Nah, 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 this can wait. Now we fucked up real great. I wish we ended it yesterday. Yesterday. So, well, life goes up and then down like you and I know. We had it so good in the start, but now we're just ghosts. Faded pictures, and I'm just so goddamn tired of being so nostalgic. Ooh, every hour makes it harder. We can't take this any farther. Yeah, I'm so tired, waiting for distraction. Yesterday, ended it yesterday, so we could stay friends till today. Now we fucked up real great, and I don't wanna do this no more. Usually I never slam doors. Nah, 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 this can wait. Now we fucked up real great. I wish we ended it yesterday. Yesterday. We ended it yesterday, so we could stay friends till today. Now we fucked up real great, and I don't wanna do this no more. Usually I never slam doors. Nah, 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 this can wait. Now we fucked up real great. I wish we ended it yesterday. 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 Wish we ended it yesterday. Yesterday. Yesterday.
You know, you always hear stories, you know, like the overnight success, and I don't know if those like truly exist. Like for me, I started playing in bars when I was a little kid, playing blues music, and yeah, it was like, you know, just a bunch of tiny little victories, right? And when YouTube was kind of first breaking, I realized kind of quickly that, you know, I could garner other people's fan bases and kind of take that. So what I did is I like produced music videos for cover songs, and it was a project that I started in college, and that's what Virginia DeVegas was. And I guess a couple record labels caught attention to it, and yeah, it was like a couple months later we had like a record deal, and that would be like the start of like working in music. I think inspiration's kind of a funny word. I think like for me, like, you know, writing a song can come from, you know, something very simple as even just like a song title. Last year I saw, you know, Calvin Harris was putting out records. You know, he had that one record that had the Bee Gees title, How Deep Is Your Love? And I thought that was so brilliant. So, you know, I set out last year and wrote this song with Dubs and Black Bear, which was originally called Who's Loving You, which was like a Jackson 5, you know, song title, which I had this idea for. So I think, like, you know, little sparks of inspiration can happen differently. Last year we played like a radio show at the Calgary Stampede, but it wasn't part of it. This year we're actually in the grounds, and we got to open up for Lights, and she's amazing. Yeah, I think that, you know, when you get to play those kind of like bigger festival shows, it gets to open you up to new audiences. So for me, I have that kind of like rock and roll mentality where it's like you go on stage and, you know, you always play louder and harder and try to get like as many fans as you can. So, you know, Lights was super amazing, and you know, we were lucky enough to share the stage with her, and I think, you know, maybe she lended us a couple of her fans at that show, which was awesome. Pop music evolves so quickly right now, and you know, essentially when it boils down to it, I create like electronic pop music, but it's still pop music. So, you know, my whole thing is always just trying to listen to, you know, what's in the subculture and bring that to mainstream in terms of, you know, songwriting and production. And I think that's kind of like, you know, that's always happened. To be a pop artist is kind of tricky because it puts you in a little bit of a box, and I feel like, you know, the only way to break out of that box is to write quality music and produce quality records. So, first concert, I believe it was a Live Nation concert. It was John Mayer. I think it was the John Mayer Trio at the Cool House, and I was like 16, and it was amazing. My mom took me, went with my guitar player at the time. I remember just being blown away, being like, whoa, this guy's doing it. I thought it was so rad. There's a couple artists that I'm listening to a lot right now, but there's a dude out of the States, his name's Jeremy Zucker. I think he's like so rad and so cool. There's a band Arizona, which I really like, and I was fortunate enough to collaborate with one of the people that I really respect. I think it'd be so rad to like actually go on tour with Black Bear. I think his music's like just so high energy and like, it's pretty lit. Well, I'm working on an album right now, so I'm actually like, shortly after this show, I'm heading back to Sweden. There's a couple of dudes out there that I really love writing with. So I'm gonna go to Sweden, finish an album. We're gonna go on tour in the fall. And just like, you know, hopefully continue to like build the live show for us. You know, that's been where I've had the most, probably the most fun in the last 2 years is, you know, building our show. We try to do interesting things with visuals and you know, I grew up loving electronic music, you know, and watching DJs, and so we try to do a pop show that kind of feels like a DJ set with, you know, an LED wall and, you know, a good beat so people can dance. So hopefully, you know, we can get out and do a big tour.